Good morning, students. Today I am going to start with a very important topic which is demanded by everyone, that is tenses. We already know that there are three tenses: present tense, past tense, and future tense. In these three tenses, also, there is a division of four tenses further, namely indefinite, that is present. If we talk of present, then it will becomes present indefinite, present perfect, present continuous, and present perfect continuous. Likewise, in all the other two tenses left also, it is the same four categories of tenses. So one by one in each video I am going to discuss the essentials of each tense and try and solve some exercises for you so that you gain a very good concept of each type of tense. So now we are going to start with the first one, that is present tense, and in that the very sub number, that is simple present tense or simple present indefinite tense. Let's first see the structure of the sentence in present indefinite tense. Suppose it is an affirmative sentence, then your syntax is going to be, or structure is going to be, subject plus verb in first form plus object and plus other words. You are seeing in this sheet that it's written subject, verb in first form, I have tried to make this syntax more clarified. The syntax remains subject plus verb in first form plus other words if any. What will be the subject if you say? It can be a noun or a pronoun, I, we, you, they, etc. And it can be even a noun of any kind. Verb in first form includes either ending with s or es. Suppose it is Ram. Ram is one man, one person. Therefore, if we suppose want to say Ram come, so it's going to be wrong. You have to say Ram comes. So SES is added with a singular subject. Note it very carefully that SES is added to a verb like goes, comes, talks, walks with a singular subject only. And if the subject is plural, verb does not include SES form. Right? If the sentence is a negative one. So, in present indefinite, we use do or does. And to negate, we use not. So, the syntax becomes subject plus do या does plus not plus verb in first form plus other words if any. Now, do is used with plural. Suppose I say you do, I do, we do, they do. But if you want to take a singular subject, suppose Ram does, Sita does, Hari does, he does, she does. So does is used with singular subject and do is used with plural subject. If it is an interrogative sentence, the syntax will be do does, that is auxiliary verb. आपको ये भी पता होना चाहिए कि do does auxiliary verb या helping verb कहलाते हैं, plus subject plus verb in first form plus any other words in case it is. So this was syntax. Now let's start the uses of present indefinite tense. So the very first use is in the expressions in immediate present. अगर बिल्कुल अभी अभी की बात हो, इमीडिएट प्रेजेंट हो, तभी हम प्रेजेंट इंडेफिनिट टेंस को यूज़ करते हैं. एग्जाम्पल, शी वॉन्ट्स टू स्पीक एट वंस. अब आप देख रहे हैं यहाँ पे शी वॉन्ट्स टू स्पीक एट वंस, यानी वो अभी बोलने वाली है. दिस मीन्स इट्स एन इमीडिएट प्रेजेंट. हेंस वी यूज़ wants, that is a present indefinite form of tense. अभी मैंने आपको बोला था कि सिंगुलर सब्जेक्ट में SES का यूज़ होता है. तो यहाँ पे आप एग्जाम्पल देख रहे हैं, शी सिंगुलर सब्जेक्ट है, therefore we are using wants and not want. It is very cold. It is a very immediate present type of sentence, therefore we have used present indefinite indicated by is. This tense is also used when a sentence begins with here or there. So present indefinite is especially it is needed to be mentioned that it is this type of tense is used in case the sentence is beginning with here or there. For example, here comes the captain. There goes the train. Now the second usage is to indicate the present period. In case you want to indicate the present period of time, then you have to write your sentence in present indefinite form. This tense is used to refer to events, actions and situations which are true and which may continue indefinitely. For example, that means the situations which are not going to end, they are not going to be bounded by time. समय सीमा से में जो चीज़ें ना बंध पाएँ, तो आप उसको प्रेजेंट इंडेफिनिट फॉर्म में ही लिखते हैं. जैसे माई फादर वर्क्स इन एन ऑफिस. अब मेरे पिताजी ऑफिस में काम करते हैं. अब कब तक काम करेंगे नहीं पता है, देयरफॉर इट्स गोइंग टू बी प्रेजेंट इंडेफिनिट. माई फादर एक सिंगुलर सब्जेक्ट है, इसलिए आपने यूज़ किया WORKS लगाया इसमें. तो सिंगुलर सब्जेक्ट कॉम्प्लीमेंटेड बाय सिंगुलर वर्ब इन फर्स्ट फॉर्म. आवर स्कूल हैज़ अ बिग हॉल. Now our school is one subject, has a big hall. So here has is indicating the present period of possession by the school. आप इसको प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट में मत ले जाइएगा, क्योंकि इसमें वर्ब की थर्ड फॉर्म नहीं लगी है. प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट सेंटेंसेस में वर्ब की थर्ड फॉर्म यूज़ होती है, ये याद रखिएगा. So this is your sentence, not to be mistaken. It's your present indefinite sentence. Third use is to express a situation that is permanent. ऐसी कोई situation हो जो चेंज नहीं होने वाली है, then also आज भी सेम है, कल भी सेम है, परसों भी सेम रहेगी, चेंज नहीं हो रही है, तो फिर इस तरह की situations को हम present indefinite form के tenses में ही express करते हैं. This train runs फ्रॉम दिल्ली टू मुंबई. अब ये वाली ट्रेन दिल्ली से मुंबई चलती है, आज भी चल रही है, कल भी चलेगी, परसों भी चलेगी. देयरफॉर इट्स गोइंग टू रिमेन इन अ सिंगुलर. दिस ट्रेन इज अ सिंगुलर सब्जेक्ट एंड इट इज कंटिन्यूड बाय वर्ब इन फर्स्ट फॉर्म, दैट इज RUNS. आवर ऑफिस फेसेस ईस्ट. So this situation is also not going to change any further. Therefore, it will be expressed in present indefinite tense. If you want to express general truths are also sentences which are never going to change with time. Such type of sentences are also expressed in present indefinite form. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, द सोल इज इम्मॉर्टल, आत्मा मरती नहीं है। तो भाई कल भी यही फैक्ट था, आज भी है, कल भी रहेगा। देयरफॉर दिस इज अ जनरल ट्रुथ, हेंस written in present indefinite form. 2 and 2 makes 6, 2 and 2 makes 4. So again, it's a general truth. Hence, it will be written in present indefinite form. In this sentence, 2 and 4 makes 6. Sorry, I said 2 and 2 makes 4. So it's one and the same thing. A chemical reaction takes place in a fuel cell. So a chemical reaction takes place in a fuel cell. Fine. It's a general fact. It's a general truth. It can also be the earth revolves around the sun. कल भी घूम रही थी पृथ्वी सन के चारों तरफ, आज भी घूम रही है. So such type of general truth or universal truths are expressed in present indefinite form of tenses. Next is to express regular or habitual actions. I get up early and eat my breakfast. So whatever is an habit is also assumed that it's not going to change. Hence, such type of sentences as you are seeing on your screen are also written in present indefinite form. Here, he comes here twice every month. तो वो यहाँ पे 2 बार आता है हर महीने. So it's a habit. It's fine. Will be written in present indefinite tense. I practice speaking English every day. So again, it's a habit. It has to be written in present indefinite form. To express a future action. And if you want to express a future action, then also you have to write it in present indefinite. For example, what do we do next month? हम अगले महीने क्या करेंगे? ये फ्यूचर एक्शन है, लेकिन इसको हम लिखेंगे किस टेंस में? प्रेजेंट इनडेफिनेट में. व्हाट विल वी डू ऐसा नहीं है, इंट्रोगेट नहीं करेंगे. द कॉलेज रीओपन्स नेक्स्ट मंडे. कॉलेज खुलेगा, फ्यूचर में खुलेगा, नेक्स्ट मंडे को खुलेगा. लेकिन जब हम अभी ये बात कह रहे हैं, देन इट्स गोइंग टू बी अ प्रेजेंट इनडेफिनेट फॉर्म ऑफ टेंस. इन टाइम क्लॉजेस, time clauses are introduced by conjunctions of time such as when, while, until, and no sooner than, etc. When you come to Mumbai, pay us a visit. So when you come to Mumbai, जब आप आएंगे मुंबई, when is indicating a time, and when you come to Mumbai is a time clause. Time clause is this much. When you come to Mumbai, it can be broken up to here. Wait here until I come. So until I come becomes your time clause. So whenever it's a time clause, then you have to use present indefinite form of tenses. If it is a conditional clause, then also you have to do the same thing. Unless you walk fast, you will be late. So unless you walk fast, this imposes a condition. Hence, it's going to be a present indefinite form of tense. And your clause is this much, unless you walk fast, यहाँ तक. If you are determined, you will succeed. If indicates a condition, and the clause becomes if you are determined. And in case it is a conditional clause, that is unless, if, etc., such type of words are there, then you have to write that sentence in present indefinite form. Now the very important thing is, whenever you are trying to write a factual thing, जब आप facts लिखना चाहते हैं in factual writing, when somebody shows others how to do something or describe something or demonstrate something, then it has to be always done in present indefinite form. For example, suppose you are trying to tell that how to make a cup of tea. So pour 3 cups of water and bring it to boil. You are not going to say this sentence in past tense कि आप boil किए थे और फिर उसको पहले पानी डाले थे and फिर उसको boil किए थे. pour 3 cups of water, because you are telling how to do this particular act right now. आप जब उसकी विधि लिखते हैं कि you will pour 3 cups of water, then it's going to be a future thing and you will bring it to boil. Again a futuristic sentence. But the difference is कि अभी आप करते जा रहे हैं, जैसे आप YouTube पे हैं, आप अपना वीडियो बना रहे हैं और आप ये कहेंगे कि आप इसको करते जाइए, तो कोई व्यक्ति अगर आपके साथ साथ उसी चीज़ को बनाएगा तो आपको उसी तरह से बताना पड़ेगा प्रेजेंट इंडेफिनिट फॉर्म में कि अभी आप 3 कप पानी डालिए, फिर उसको बॉईल करिए, फिर उसमें चाय पत्ती डालिए. सो इट बिकम्स अ प्रेजेंट इंडेफिनिट फॉर्म. यही कहलाता है फैक्चुअल राइटिंग. पुट द वाटर इन द केटल and put 4 teaspoons of tea. After 3 minutes, strain the tea, add milk and sugar. तो आपकी चाय तैयार है. So this has to be written in factual writing. I hope you understand this. And second last is in dramatic narratives. The simple present is used in dramatic narratives to describe the action of play, opera, etc. Is also used in radio and television commentaries at sports events and public functions. For example, in the film, Amit plays the central character. So in a dramatic narrative, that is, you are telling something about the drama, opera, etc. So in the film, Amit plays. जब आप film देखेंगे तो वो play ही कर रहा होगा, and that's going to be a present indefinite tense. The audience waits anxiously for the function to start. The audience function जब start हो रहा होगा तब तक anxiously wait करती है, थी नहीं. Here comes the chief guest with garland around his neck. तो here comes the chief guest. लोग chief guest आ गए हैं with a garland around his neck. So such type of dramatic narratives etc. which are presumed to be that as if you are talking to the other person right now will be written in present indefinite tense. Then in report writing, I have already discussed in my channel. You can see it. Whenever you are writing a report, then also you have to report it in present indefinite tense. I hear you are moving. I have never seen ice skating, but they tell me it is a fascinating sport. So you see, the tenses are present indefinite form. Her face tells a sad experience of life. So her face tells a sad experience of life. It's a reporting. Exact thing which is on spot is being reported. So these were the uses of प्रेजेंट इंडेफिनेट टेंसेस कि कहाँ कहाँ किस किस सिचुएशन में आप इस तरह के सेंटेंसेस बोलते हैं या लिखेंगे. अब आइए एक एक्सरसाइज सॉल्व करें ताकि थोड़ा आपको पक्का हो जाए कि जो आपने प्रेजेंट इंडेफिनेट टेंस को कॉन्सेप्ट को समझा है उसको आप एग्ज़ाम्स में कंपटीशन में अटेम्प्ट कर पाएंगे या नहीं. सो लेट्स डू अ स्मॉल एक्सरसाइज ऑल्सो. Okay, now we are going to do this exercise which will give you the concept of present indefinite form. Rewrite the following sentences by changing subject into singular subject. आपको ये subject जो इसमें plural दिए हुए हैं तो उसको आपको singular करना है और फिर accordingly verb को change करते हुए present indefinite form का sentence बनाना है. तो पहले इसमें question देख लें. These shopkeepers sell quality products. आप देख रहे हैं यहाँ पे shopkeepers है, प्लूरल सब्जेक्ट है इसलिए सेल लगा है. अगर सिंगुलर सब्जेक्ट होता तो फिर सेल्स हो जाता. तो आंसर यहाँ पे क्या होगा, दीज प्लूरल के लिए यूज़ होता है. सो यू आर गोइंग टू यूज़ दिस फॉर सिंगुलर. तो दिस शॉपकीपर सेल्स क्वालिटी प्रोडक्ट्स, ये आपका आंसर होगा. माई कज़न्स यहाँ पे एस लगा है, ओवर राइटेड है, सॉरी. माई कज़न्स लिव इन अ मेट्रो सिटी. अब कज़न्स प्लूरल है इसलिए यहाँ पे वर्ब की फर्स्ट फॉर्म में लिव लगा था, ना कि लिव्स. इन अ मेट्रो सिटी। आपको इसका अगर टेंस नंबर बदलना है तो इट विल बी माई कज़न, एस काटिए यहाँ से। कज़न जब आप करेंगे तो सिंगुलर हो गया, तो यहाँ पे एस लग जाएगा, लिव्स इन अ मेट्रो सिटी। नेक्स्ट, प्लेयर्स वर्क इन डिसिप्लिन। प्लेयर्स प्लूरल है, इसलिए वर्क के साथ एस ई एस नहीं लगेगा। इट विल बी प्लेयर्स वर्क इन डिसिप्लिन। जब आपको सिंगुलर करना है तो प्लेयर वर्क्स इन डिसिप्लिन, तो यहाँ से एस काटेंगे, यहाँ लगाएंगे। फिर आइए, दीज सेल फोन्स प्रोवाइड इंटरनेट फैसिलिटी। दीज प्लूरल है, सेल फोन्स प्लूरल है, इसलिए प्रोवाइड लगा है, एस ई एस इसमें नहीं लगा है। जब हम इसको सिंगुलर करेंगे तो इट विल बिकम दिस सेल फोन, एस हटेगा यहाँ से, प्रोवाइड्स, यहाँ पे एस लगेगा, इंटरनेट फैसिलिटी। नेक्स्ट, कंप्यूटर्स सॉल्व डिफ़िकल्ट प्रॉब्लम्स। कंप्यूटर्स प्लूरल है, इसलिए सॉल्व लिखा हुआ है, एस ई एस नहीं लगा है। अगर आप इसको प्लूरल करेंगे, कंप्यूटर्स करेंगे, तो इसमें आएगा सॉल्व्स, एस लगाएंगे, डिफ़िकल्ट प्रॉब्लम्स। So I am going just have a look at the question and then I'll write the answers to help you out. So here are your answers on the screen. You can have a look. These shopkeepers sell quality product. The answer will be, when changed in number, this shopkeeper sells quality products. My cousins live in a metro city. When changed to singular, my cousin lives in a metro city. Players work in discipline. When changed to singular, player works in discipline. These cell phones provide internet facility. So when changed to singular, it becomes, this cell phone provides internet facility. Computers solve difficult problems. And when changed to singular, computer solves difficult problem. So this was a short exercise in order to indicate the different how to use verb in first form according to the change in number of subjects. There are also exercises regarding interrogative sentences, affirmative, negative sentences, which I am going to discuss in the next video, and that will be simple present or present indefinite, only exercise part of this tense. So keep learning. Goodbye for now. Stay blessed.